Another night hovering right near freezing. This impatient here got killed, burnt back a little bit. My table's empty. I don't like my table empty. I did notice this camellia now has several blooms, so that's good to see. I did buy more camellia food. I need to go around. I'm having trouble remembering which ones I missed because I didn't do it soon enough. I know I don't need to go back down the side of the driveway, but probably all of these up near the house wouldn't hurt anything. Let's see, are my heating pads on this morning? Thank goodness, the little orange glow is down there. We are headed to Ederville today. It's down near Carthage for the annual tractor quote-unquote show, although this year its focus is on antique trucks, but they'll have a lot of steam engine equipment running, and it's a really good time. And Don suggested we go, and it's always the first weekend in November, so that's where we're heading. I don't know exactly how far away that is. An hour, 90 minutes at the most, not super far. Well, this maple here at the end of the porch is going to turn a brilliant orange color, and it just amazes me every year how long it takes to turn. But when it turns, it's so gorgeous. Hopefully soon. Another day in treehouse paradise here. Beautiful blue sky. Hello there. Hi. Well, I'm liking seeing that empty bowl this morning. How are you, sweet pea? Sorry, it's just a rubber bag. Come here. Hi. It's just a bag like I bring in every morning. I can do the litter. Hi. Good girl. Here's some food. Here you go. We're off to Ederville.
Yeah, we're doing good. It's a beautiful day.
Yep, it's 11 o'clock-ish, and it's going on 60 degrees, so. Yeah, I decided I had to shuffle clothes in my closet this morning, and Don did what every dutiful husband would do, and he helped me shuffle.
Yeah.
I explained it's one of those things, it's kind of like I need my hair trimmed. It's one of those things when you decide you got to do it now, you have to do it now.
Right.
So it's 51 miles and 58 minutes, so right at about an hour over there. That's what I was thinking. I knew it wasn't no more than 90 and maybe as little as an hour. All back roads, really great day for a drive. That's one of the, one of several reasons why today's a good day to go. Get to enjoy the countryside scenery. It's only 175 pieces, and I brought this to put together in the car. Well, I got it done just in time for us to be here. I was looking out at the pretty leaves and stuff, but I don't know. Either they're a little late or they're just not as pretty this year. There was a couple of really nice places, but there was also like, wow, there's no color out there on that field. Don says that was the Stanley steamer.
Yep. They're giving rides today. I'd like to try, but usually the line is so long I can't. There's just no possible way.
Got all these antique fire trucks here on the left. Don's dream.
What?
Carol's nightmare.
Yeah.
The one
well,
tow truck.
That was back in the back.
Yep, I remember that, seeing that last time. Parking's on the left and the fun stuff is on the right and across the street.
Yeah, good thing I didn't wash Jules. All the cars are covered with dust.
Yeah, well, we knew we were parking in the field. We've done this before.
Yeah.
This is probably the worst place we park for the entire year. That and maybe one of the Christmas light shows.
Yeah, well, at least it's dry and we're not going to get stuck. Because I have been here when it was pretty wet and muddy.
Yep.
And, you know, at this point, you just park where you can and you don't worry about it.
Yep. Welcome to Ederville.
That's new.
Yep. Now the thing about this place is there will be a piece of antique, cool equipment pretty much everywhere you turn. I don't remember seeing the chainsaws before, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't have one of these little babies when we were cutting that.
Right, some of these have quite a long bar, huh? Sounds like a great idea. He was gonna let JB in on the right chainsaw for the job. I'm over here checking out this installation for our friend Andy, who was instrumental in helping to have this equipment moved here from Durham Brazing and Welding Works. If you want to hear Andy talking about some of the equipment and the history, search our channel on Ederville and watch one of the prior videos, because there's a lot of content in there. Super impressed with this stuff. It looks like the exhibit's holding up well. I do wish that they had before the event that this plexiglass was, you know, could come out, be cleaned and restored. But it does look nice and dry in there, and the original book from the shop and such is being preserved, which was the point of the encasement to begin with. Yeah, this was a permanent installation because, you know, this equipment is way too heavy to be ever moving it around. It found a good home for future generations to get to see it. We're looking for any little thing today that we haven't seen before. We don't remember checking out the boxcar art. Don's wiping his shoes, although I kind of think it's a lost cause, but we'll try. Yeah, it's just a point today where it could get hot out there in the sun.
Wow, look at this baby.
And there are all sorts of models here. Last year there was a guy with a Lego train set up with some modular buildings. I'll have to see if he's here again this year. I had a nice conversation with him. He basically used Mills plates, which is just a fancy way for doubling up the base of the building so they travel better. I move mine with the cookie sheet, but...
There we go. 5 miles an hour. 26.
Yeah, it was an antique truck show is the focus of this year's event. So there are, typically it's tractor, steam engine, tractor, but this year there are some more antique trucks. And a lot of the stuff that's displayed here stays here all the time and is owned by the heritage, the family of this location.
Fire engine that we've seen back in the back there.
Okay, and yeah, okay.
Well, all the stuff out here runs. They try to keep it running.
Yep. Well, that's half the fun when the people all come together is to, you know, see if it'll fire back up again.
In case Daddy don't hear his phone.
I think Jay Leno's garage should be here. Infuse some additional life into this location. Wow. Where's Andy in Barty 5. Galaxy 500. If you go to Mount Airy, North Carolina, you'll see several of these driving around the little town. They do up the Mayberry thing really big. But it says Sheriff of Mayberry on the side. Last time we were here, I had to go find a picture of my Pop and his tractor. The one he used from the 70s. That was probably from the 50s. I'm going to say it wasn't too dissimilar to this one. I believe he took me on a ride or two with it. Drop and cheer wine. They will tend to group vehicles, tractors, or whatever from the same brand.
Yeah.
So Farmall is a lot in here, and Cub Cadet, the smaller tractors over here. Yeah, I mean, what fun is it if you don't get to drive it around sometime over the weekend, right? Yep, they're not just for looks here, and they're not afraid to get them dirty. Yeah, besides all the great working machinery of all types around here, they do have a lot of restaurant and other paraphernalia and antiques. There's some McDonald's characters from an old McDonald's. We were watching Proper People on YouTube this week, and they do run down places. They go in and they try to document, like inside of a mall. Montgomery Mall was Don was like, wait a minute, that entrance looks familiar. I'm like, why? I'm like, why would you know that entrance? You don't even go to the mall. And it turned out it was the mall he went to when he was a teenager. Yep. But anyway, they tend to document stuff. And you can see, like in that mall, there was a clock and a fountain that no one had pulled out yet. What a collection of pedal cars. My dad got me a pedal car one year for Christmas, and I was like the tallest kid in my class when I was in kindergarten, and by the time I got it, I was too big for it. I couldn't really pedal it. It was sort of sad. Well, I'm definitely missing Johnny today. He loves these metal cat vehicles, and
yeah,
maybe someday the collection that he has, he'll set up a display like people do train tracks or people do Lego towns or whatever, because this is pretty good here where they've got them, you know, showing them working versus just sitting on the shelf. It's kind of cool. It's like doing model railroad layout stuff.
Oh yeah.
A lot of creative people. This place wasn't built in a day, you know. They come in and they add stuff all the time, and guess this is where you get your parts for them, huh?
Yeah, all these Caterpillar parts.
When guys used to fix their own equipment, now you basically got to have the John Deere guy come out. That right to repair is a big deal for these new big tractors and their computers.
Yeah.
The Keystone Driller Company. Well, that must be something from Pennsylvania.
It doesn't mean that's actually a drilling device. It looks more like a steam shovel.
Yeah, but a Keystone, I'm thinking Pennsylvania.
Oh, I'm sure that's Pennsylvania. I totally agree with that. Yeah, that's the steam shovel.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see the bucket up there. This is like what they use to build the
yeah, well, first glance, it didn't look that long. But yes, I see it now. Yeah, we've typically ended in these buildings our day and we're a little tired by then, so it's probably a good thing we're in these buildings first today.
We're starting reverse order.
Reverse order, so we can spend a little more time thinking about this equipment in here. There's a parade coming up and we're near where it's a good place to view the parade, so we're staying close. It's parade time! There's a couple of these we're going to recognize from prior years, and I'm sure there's a couple that are newly running. Like, I don't remember this one on the left. Last time we were here, we got to see several of them in the field actually plowing.
Yeah, well, we
with
might
people.
see that at 2 o'clock today. We might go over there and
Oh,
see
okay. Well, that was so amazing. And just for those of you that aren't here, besides being loud, there's a lot of exhaust fumes. And you know what? On tractor days and air show days, you just got to inhale a little exhaust.
And there you go, baby, coal.
Wow, that actually is coal, isn't it?
That one's wood.
Right, okay. That's when they're feeding the fire with wood. And this one they're feeding coal. Avery Company, Peoria, Illinois. So they call this 100 years of progress. Of course, it's a little more than 100, give or take, but you get the idea.
That's one of the ones. We saw this one pull plow last year.
Yep. The kids lining up their tractors to be in the parade. Wouldn't that be awesome to be a kid and your family had a tractor here and you got to drive it in the parade? I mean, that's like a lifetime event. Am I allowed to say that I've seen several women running the tractors today, and I'm super stoked about that?
All female crew. Right there. One girl here, one operating the throttle. Those are some really hot days. All that steam coming off of it.
Well, of course you got to move your boat around with the tractor. Really got to crank the wheel to get him to turn just a little bit. Aw, even doggies get to go along for the ride. Couple of doggies. I don't remember seeing this Reeves tractor before. That's pretty cool. Yep, I saw that. She looked all snuggly up there with him. The parade here is a stop and go event with a lot of effort to keep all of the machines running, new and older. Or older and oldest. Old and older. One of the tractors broke down and was towed out of the line by another tractor. I admire how much of this equipment is in running order. Restored order. It's great. We're hauling out something good.
That's right.
Something good for an engineering student.
That's right.
Who we're missing today, and who loves tractors. We're not leaving, we're just putting it in the car and then going to the plowing demonstration. We didn't worry about walking this morning because we knew we were going to be walking plenty over here. Yeah, the plowing demonstration is in the field, Marianne, field.
Plow is a field.
Yeah, it's more or less straight ahead here. We can hear one of the tractors fired up, but they went on for multiple passes and a while, and it took them a bit to get going. It's just after 2. I knew we were going to get plenty of walking in today. Yeah, I guess they do the plowing demonstration after the parade because they've already got all of the tractors all warmed up. Yeah, well, here's the steam engine on the... Yeah, it's that one girl we saw up on the tractor with the long blonde hair. She's going to be out there plowing. Don said they advertise it as all-girl crews. gone down to the other end of the field to hook up the plow. Second tractor going down to hook up the plow. There's a drone overhead here. Backwards, no less. Now there's two drones out here. The original tractor that went out there had a malfunction and they've left the field area. This one's going as expected. Lots of kids out there, drones, people with golf carts. They're renting them here today, so you could do this event with someone that needed mobility assistance. There's a local golf cart thing and you just sign up and rent it. I think some local people are here with their golf carts too. Well, I missed the toot toot, but she toot toots it right when she's ready to pick up speed and the girl should grab hold of their plow. Don says each handle is actually 2 plows. So 6 women and handles and 12 plows. We waited over 15 minutes. A lot of work to keep it lined up. Did you get the shot?
There's a couple that are decent. I wish it was cloudy, but can't have it.
Yeah, the brightness is definitely.
Let me guess, they're plowing where we're standing next.
Maybe. Needless to say, my sneakers will be going in the wash tonight. A lot of people. And to see him moving is one level, to see him moving and working. Not sure what they were worried about there, but some adjustment to the power. Homemade ice cream. It's a little bit of everything here. I'm heating it here. You're on it, Donnie.
Yeah, I'm on a stainless steel. This is a first for me.
Me too.
What are you doing?
Here we go.
Quiet.
It's fast and it's quiet.
Yeah. We got quite a few folks on here too.
We are packed in.
Got this young gentleman right here next to me. I'm in the middle seat. How fast will she go?
Fast.
Fast?
Yeah, you run out of steam.
Oh, run out of steam. And it's fast until steam goes.
How fast will it stop being this old?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
1,000 pounds of water and fuel or more. What? Yeah, another 1,000 pounds of people at least.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Yeah. How much water is that right now? Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. These are getting so long. I think me and you got one here.
The cylinder, well, when it's back here like this, it lets in more steam. And when it's like this, it'll let in less steam. Well, when you're rolling down the road, you don't need as much steam. You just keep moving. Taking off, you need more steam. More stroke to it. Well, it ain't changing strokes, just letting in more steam.
Yeah. Is that cool? They didn't open up the heat and mess with it.
There's an operational train like this across the street. But I wanted to walk over here and see this. This is pretty cool. I'm sure it ran at one time.
Oh, sure.
Fond memories with the boys at the Museum of Life and Science in Durham and the little train up there.
Yeah.
And the one at Pullen Park. Yeah, I don't think we ever came over to this little corner before. Well, we're hitting all the things that we've not hit other years today.
The actual engine's inside of here. There's a radiator, there's not this is cosmetic.
Okay. Well, that's okay,
Well, that one over there is real.
right?
A real little steam engine, with miniature steam engine.
The one we went on last year, or
We'll
last time
probably
we
ride it again this
last time we were here with Johnny. Yeah. Cellar Saver Fire Department. So we're in the part of the Ederville that has all of the displays of things that have been preserved, collected, and accumulated. There are several mannequins here that are quite lifelike, and you go around the corner and then they spook you a little bit. Somebody said the Hit and Miss building is closed today. Maybe the people or volunteer was not there to run the equipment.
Yeah.
That's a little sad.
Yeah, well, we saw that first year.
Yep, we did. So this is like a little, I don't know, it kind of reminds me, don't laugh at me, of When Calls the Heart and all the little shops around town. But, you know, each preserved in their own little museum space. A printing shop.
I mean, if you think about it, for something that's only open once a year.
Cobbler shop. Yeah, they'll come and put, I suspect on some of these there's a little piece of wood that goes up or something that closes it off. Or maybe the overhang is just that good.
They won't get wet.
Cotton gin. Wow, check that out. This one's labeled grist mill. And I do agree that this is a lot of the equipment, like a few of the pieces we see at Yates Mill, but no grinding stones. But Yates Mill has several pieces of equipment like this on the side there in the little shed. All right, there's a McDonald's guy around the corner here. Oh, it used to be. Where'd the Hamburglar go? Maybe they had to put him inside because he was getting too much age on him. Either that or he's at another entrance and I'm confused about where he was. Ah, well, here's Big Boy and Ronald McDonald, but I know there's a Hamburglar around here someplace. Here's the McDonald Land playground regulations and rules. I love this. You know, as against fast food as I am now, I grew up loving McDonald's with my dad. Collecting character glasses, which I still have. And, you know, it was a fun thing then. Yeah, it would be worth, if you're not in North Carolina, coming to North Carolina the first weekend in November to come here, because this is, you know, where else in the country are you going to see anything like this? Acres and acres of equipment. Much of it running. Wonderfully preserved. It's fascinating. There must be, I don't know, 10 barns back here on the property filled with various tractors and other equipment. It's pretty amazing.
All right, so we're in the barn over there with one of those very similar steam tractors we saw plowing. This one's 22 horsepower. That's actually the cylinder, and you can see the crankshaft hooks to this flywheel. And that flywheel, of course, ends up driving this drive gear here and this big pinion on the actual tire. But there's a shaft, of course, that drives that smaller gear that comes over from the other side. And of course, here's the shaft coming over from the crankshaft. Turns this gear, the idler, I guess, goes down here. And this gear and that gear are hooked together, so that turns that gear and that turns this wheel. Well, the energy is transferred to that other wheel via this gear over to here and meshes there. I don't think that's a differential. I just think that's a way to connect all these gears. I don't think it's a differential. I think this thing is basically direct drive. There's no need really, because you know it's always on soft soil, and they don't care if it tears up the soil a little bit, but they want the traction, and they certainly don't want the problems caused by a differential where the wheel with the least torque gets least grip gets the torque. You always want, you know, the torque to the wheel that's got the traction, and that's not what a differential does.
This little booth is called the Ederville Elves. This Christmas, the Christmas stockings and hangings were made by Patty Eder. Wow. This is just amazing. I really like that Christmas tree. So that's one of those wood trees. And then they put the snow on it, and they put the garland and the lights on it. So it still sort of looks like a real tree, but you get to put your Christmas display up there. If I ever come into some pieces of round wood that are in staggered levels like that, and there was a way to, you know, take it apart and set it back up, I'm about ready to switch out of my standard tree. And they've got beer and popcorn. That's too cute. Here, I'll go back on the other side. The sun over here is a little harsh now. This is the general store. I think they do sell a few pieces of candy around the corner, but
She's been here today.
I wonder how old the seed packets are.
Well, I'm glad you did.
More candy?
Is that for coffee?
Wait, that's coffee. You to keep us in business.
I'm all about anything that has to do with coffee.
And there's a coffee grinder.
Yeah. Wow.
Anything else is a donation. All right, thank you.
Yeah, she's got candies over here.
Hi,
Hey there.
how
Hello.
are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Would you like some candy?
I actually don't eat sugar.
Yeah.
I love candy. Let me be very clear.
The gnome. Very cool. We've seen this gentleman doing demos before where he, oh, look at the kitty cat.
What's that?
But we've seen him do demos before, watched him work other years. Look at the birdhouse with the eyes in the mouth. Oh, I like the owl. I really like the owl. The owl is amazing. It scares Don when I look at it.
Yeah, coronary.
It's 4:20 and they're only open to 5, and there's a few more things we want to do. So we've been in all of the buildings back here before, but we're not going to walk any farther back that way today. Oh, we did lots of other different cool things today. We're probably going to get on the steam engine train. We're going to walk underneath the Stargate here, this big gear that's in front of us. Don got to see him running the woodworking for a few minutes, but they've shut the demo down now. It's a, you know, full-fledged sawmill in there. We've certainly watched that other years. So I don't know what this gear is from, but since I'm all into Stargate, all the Stargates, SG-1 and Atlantis, and there's another one on HBO or something, I can't remember right now, but anyway, this thing's a water wheel, Donnie. If you want a water wheel in your yard, you can order one from the Amish.
Oh, that little train across we saw a few minutes ago, that's fake. This one's real. That's a real steam engine.
Okay, talk as loud as you can.
Every time it stops, picks up magnets. You gotta go through a procedure. He oils all the little bearings.
Got quite a few helpers up there with him today. Learning about the equipment. That's how you do it. Pass it on.
There it is.
We're coming up on the tunnel, and you know what that means.
Right.
What does it mean?
We're gonna have
It's time to hoot and holler.
time to make a lot of noise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Told Don I want to look at the painted things. Well, everybody should have fun like a kid, no matter what the age, and we certainly did that today. Aw,
Lavender?
pink. That's my idea of a tractor paint job. There's also a big section with construction tractors. You know, earth moving, road paving, bridge building stuff.
Yeah. That big thing there, the big front end loader.
Wow.
It runs. We saw that one that first year in a parade.
Well, this is kind of new, I think. They've got a earth moving equipment demo. This was on the schedule of events.
It's been going a little late, but that's all right. We'll see it for a few minutes. They got a nice rock we can sit on.
Yep.
In the shitty.
The only time you'll ever see Jules in the field.
A cornfield now.
But hey, better Jules than Ruby.
Right.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I sure am glad we went again this year.
Oh yeah, supporting them is I think is a good thing, because when something like that goes away, there is no more that anymore. That's a unique type of I don't want to call it a museum collection, because it covers everything, and there's stuff there that you know, you'll never see anywhere else.
Yep.
Especially in working condition. They get out and plow the fields with it.